Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark, and I'm in a desert. Basically, today I'm just going to start off. I've got all my stuff. We've got all the shulkers. We're going to fill them. I'm going to do that off camera, obviously. I just figured that I would give you a little insight on how I'm going to start my day. Episode 16 went up about 3 hours ago. What time is it? Yeah, went up about 3 hours ago. It's looking good so far, so thank you very much for that. Anyway, I'm going to go mine some sand. Hopefully your afternoon's better than mine. So I've made quite a wee dent. It's taken me a few hours. I'm not gonna lie, I've spent most of my evening here. But, hopefully, now we shouldn't have to worry about sand or sandstone for quite a while. I know that I do have to smelt it, so we're not actually out of the woods yet, but just wait till you see how much I have. So there is a lot. So if we do have to go back and get more sand, I'm not gonna be happy. We're back in the storage system, so you get the full understanding. So we have a full double chest of sand. Then we have another half a chest of sand, then a full shulker, another full shulker, and then another full shulker. Now up here are where things get delicious. What made me say delicious? Anyway, we have all that, and then a full shulker, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and then another. Which is kind of classed, you know? So what I'm going to do now is, I really need to get this super smelter on the go that I have in my creative world, but I just don't have the time for that right now. So I'm just going to change it around upstairs so that I can AFK and go do something else, like in real life. And then we'll come back, we'll have a lot more glass, we'll have a lot more smooth sandstone, not sandstone, not smooth, nothing like that. Smooth sandstone, class. So we'll have tons of that, and then, there we go, and then the rest of this episode should be dedicated to building. Hopefully. Don't quote me on that. This is also clip number 4 of the day. This was done like the afternoon / the night of when the video went up. This hopefully hasn't taken me 20 minutes to do. Yeah, probably it has, but you know what? Deal with it. I actually just found another shulker box of sandstone. It was just hiding in my inventory. So, yeah, we have a lot. So while we wait for that to smelt, I've been messing around in here. And we've been using yellow concrete. It's still very yellow, obviously. Apparently, I just don't know how colorful colors are. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. Compared to the mustardy color of the terracotta, I think it looks much better. I think that could definitely be what we go with. I think I might just take it out and we'll put it all the way around and then see what it looks like. But for starters, I think that looks really good. I don't care if in here is too colorful. I think it'll look pretty cool if in here is nice and colorful. Egypt was very colorful. They liked hieroglyphics. They liked all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going for. I think it's going to be great. Don't hold me to that. It might be a bit too bright. I think it works. I quite like it. There was a very good suggestion to break it up with the yellow. The terracotta was just a bit too dirty for my liking. I think the yellow concrete really brings us up. It looks gold. That's the main thing. Purple and gold. Classic combination. Red and yellow, classic combination. I don't think that looks bad. I don't think that looks bad. Well, I might try, anyway. What about these? Is that too much? I do like that, you know. I think it breaks up the floor very nicely. It adds another pattern. Yeah. Overall, great suggestion. Now back to smelting, because there's a lot of it to do. I don't know why sometimes I just sound so hype, and then other times, oh, just honestly, just bin me. Get rid of me. Now, I'm fully aware it's not the best looking system in the world, and it's definitely not the most efficient, but I'm just going to leave this to AFK. It doesn't need to be quick. It doesn't need to be anything. I'm just going to leave this on, and I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm going to smelt 4 shulkers and just have that to start with. That should give us some leeway to start. Just get the floor in, get the roof in, get some of the walls in, and I'll be able to actually see how much this project's actually going to take. See where 4 shulkers gets us. Then we have another 5 or 6 anyway, so that still should be enough. Then we have all the sand. If we need glass, we have plenty terracotta, we have the mesa to get it. We're now in a position where we can just start going. And that's what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, I think putting the sign there was definitely the right thing to do. Okay, so my plan for right now, down in the bottom there, I'm gonna try and replicate the bit that we already have here under there, and that's how we're going to start things, and that's how we're going to be able to test to see if everything looks good. I think that's the plan. I'm slightly concerned that just this room is too big, that it's not going to look good, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to give it my all anyway, and we're just going to hope for the best. I don't know how I've done it, but I'm pretty sure I've managed to make a mistake. So up there is 9, then when the roof comes along, it'll connect at the very top, so it's only 8. When this comes all the way along, it will hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 4 needs to go down 1 more block. I've managed to catch it now. I don't know what made me think about it. I just randomly said to myself that this isn't right. I just decided to count, and I caught it. So that's a score 1 for me. Except now I have to dig out the floor again. I really keep forgetting how big this room is until I have to dig out another bloody layer of it. So here's what we have now. So it should be down, hopefully, the right length. So I've started building the tunnel. Having to mirror everything is genuinely causing me so much distress. It's not too tough, but this is going to take a ridiculous amount of time. It's probably not that hard to work out how big of an area this is, but to mine this out, just the one layer filled my inventory like 3 or 4 times with just random blocks. It's going to take so much sandstone. I just don't know if I'm ready for it. But here's what we have so far. I think it's a very good start. Now I'm going to start putting the glass in and try and get that all right. It should be simple enough. We do already have a slight issue. I'm assuming it's not going to come up. It won't come up mainly because it'll be me and you looking at it, right? So hopefully we won't mind that these creeper face blocks here aren't going to be the right way up. So looking from up there, looking down into the tube, we might see them, we might not. These cross beams will be in the way, all the glass will be in the way. We might not see them, but we might, and it might be annoying. I also have no idea how far down this needs to go. That's just me eyeballing it, and that was just me finishing where I could be bothered finishing. I don't know how far down I need to go to create an acceptable looking void, but we're getting there. We've made progress. So I can't even really remember what the last thing I recorded was. I think it was just an update. So here's another one. I'm having to give it a break at the minute. I have completely ran out of picks, so I'm going to have to go repair them, which is going to take a while, so I just figured that I would tell you what I've done. All the floor is in with a little bit of pattern work, and we've copied it on the roof up here as well. We're making some good progress. It's taking quite a while, I'm not going to lie. This is probably 3 or 4 hours work so far. This area is ridiculously big. Finishing the outside of the upper roof and then downstairs, as well as the pit, has cost about 2 shulkers. Maybe a little bit more. It's pretty resource heavy, but we're getting there and I think it's looking good. But I do think that maybe the room is too big and it's not going to look properly reflective. I won't know that till the walls are in. Just right now, it kind of just looks like an upstairs and a downstairs, if I'm being honest. Hopefully we can find a way to combat that. And here we have the void glass, but upside down, which has honestly just been delightful to make. It's so easy. I've definitely not made hundreds of mistakes, and it's just been a great evening. So now that that's done, I think I now need to get rid of this bit so we can put in the tubes. And that's not something I'm exactly looking forward to, but it should be easy enough. I think I've done the hard bit. It should be easy enough. And in this way, we actually get to see what it looks like. And then if it looks terrible, then you get to see me cry. Sound good? So just before I start doing that, I'm trying to work out if that means I have to get rid of the beacon. And I'm pretty sure it does. I can't see any other way of how we keep the beacon. Just because if we don't get rid of it, it's going to be in the way and we're not going to get a proper feel for anything. However, it does mean it has to go up somewhere else because I've still got all these walls to take down. So I'm not really sure where it goes. It can't just go anywhere in the room because it needs a direct line up to the sky. I remembered that because when I first moved it down here, I forgot that and it was over here somewhere. And that hurt. So I'm not really sure what we do with it. I also think it means that we need to work out what we're actually doing with the middle bit here, because it seems kind of pointless to recreate this outstanding structure. This is going to be the first bit that connects via the white glass. So instead of having the white, it's going to be the different colored glass. And this is where we find out if it works or not. And this is when I start to get worried. So cross your fingers and wish me luck, please. And I'll see you on the other side. Right, so here's what's on my mind. And here's where the problem comes in. I forgot that these blocks were in the floor. If they remain in the floor, where do we start building the tunnels? So the position of where the magma block is would be a reflection if there was a magma block in this space here. So if we want this to be reflected, it would be the one under it. If we want this reflected, it would be the one under it. But then that's not... To have that there, we would need to move one up. I think what I just said makes sense. I'm going to have to work on that. What I might do is bring it up one. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I think that makes sense. You'll see what I mean in a second. Alright, so this was what I was talking about. So it has to come up one, then we put the stairs there, and everything still works. That's not the right one, you idiot. So that works perfectly, and now we're able to replicate it on the bottom, I think. Again, the middle is gonna look much better, but just for now, it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm having trouble enough trying to replicate it below without trying to come up with a brand new design. We'll put the brand new design in when I've got one. I think that sounds good. I hope that sounds great. I'm gonna go try my best to flip this upside down, and we'll see how it works. But y'all know me well enough by now that a pretty tall order. Wish me luck again, please. Thanks. I've been hard at work, and it's probably easier to show you what I've been doing rather than trying to explain it. I thought that was so much closer. How am I hearing slimes? Oh, I can't be arsed. Well, that's frustrating. Guess we're having to slime-proof the room. We'll worry about that later. How did they not spawn down there earlier? When the zombies were spawning down there, why were slimes not? So yeah, it's now looking reflective, I think. Is there something wrong here? No. That's right. It is looking reflective. Obviously, the scaffolding won't be here. Don't have to worry about that. And I did have a thought, you know. If we put the beacon at the very bottom, right down the middle, it would shine all the way up. That would work, because it would just be the beam of light. We wouldn't be seeing the beacon. We wouldn't be seeing anything. I think that would work. I could definitely be wrong. I think that's a play. But yeah, that's what we have so far. And I think it's working. I honestly do. I think looking there right now, from this exact angle, I mean, obviously the slimes kind of ruin it. They kind of take away from it. That's an issue. I'm not gonna lie. However, looking at that now does just look to me like it's just reflecting on the ceiling. I think it's actually working. This might actually work. And I can't but... Right, you need to go away. Unless you're gonna duplicate and you're gonna spawn on the roof, get out of here. So there's no prize for guessing where we are. We're back in creative. The place that I said we would never be going. And I've made some cherries. Mainly because I need a break. I've been building all... Right, what day is it now? I genuinely have no idea. It's Monday. It's Monday afternoon. I started collecting sand Saturday afternoon. That took all afternoon, most of the night. Then I was building all day yesterday. So we're now in creative. We're going to wrap this episode off correctly by trying to design some wall patterns using the styled terracotta. And we could do it in survival. I could go and get more terracotta. We could wait for it to smelt, we could do all that. But I need a break from grindy stuff. So I came in here and I made some cherries. Don't ask me why, I just did. But I also made something else. I know the way that I left that and I was like, and I made something else, as if it's gonna be like some incredible feat of human engineering and your mind is about to be blown. Where in actuality, I built a parrot and a colourful cat. This is absolutely the content that you are here for. And that you should expect to be getting from now on. Why am I like this? Let's go build some patterns. Right, so I tell you what, this was a genuine concern of mine. I don't know how you use them. And I mean that as genuinely as I can. No matter what I'm doing, I don't know where you place this block to make it fit right. This happened by some miracle, but I can't find the configuration. I just found the configuration. Yeah. I'm so glad it was recorded for that. Oh, please tell. Right. Never mind. Just gonna... Well, so... If I just... Well, you know what they say? I don't know where I'm going with that. So yeah, these blocks will work perfectly. Because, it's quite easy to make, apparently. How I actually... Right. I filmed that last segment over there like 10 minutes ago, and I've been trying ever since, and at no point did I think to just go behind it, but here we are. So truthfully, I'm already considering not using this idea just because of how much trouble I've had making these, and trying to make them even bigger on the wall, then trying to make them, again, mirrored. I know for a fact it's going to wind me up, I'm not going to want to, and we're just going to fall out. Me and the terracotta, me and you, everyone. We're all just going to start throwing punches at each other. Anyway, here's what we have. I think there are some of these that would definitely fit in well to the aesthetic. These two, for example, the lighter colors, I think these would fit on the wall perfectly. I don't know what this pattern's meant to be. I couldn't form anything. I know it's not right. I might have to have another go at that one. The black and the red could definitely look cool, just breaking up the actual sandstone color. I think that would be quite nice. No idea what the brown one's meant to be. Again, I've probably done it wrong and it might look cool. Not really sure about these. The yellow one maybe, but it's got the weird brown on it and I'm just not about that life. The lime one maybe, I don't know. There are a few of them that could definitely work and could just add another layer of just unnecessary pizzazz to the walls. It's gonna be something we have to work on. It's gonna be up to something that I think it's going to take a lot of trial and error, but I think it's a good suggestion. I think we're onto something. I'm not quite sure what we're onto, but definitely something. I wonder if I could put some pixel art on the wall and how easy that would be to just flip upside down. That might be kind of cool. I like what we have going. So now we're back, and I'm trying to work out how we finish off this episode. And I'm thinking we section off a bit of this wall here, maybe just the dead center of it. Above and below, we put the first design in, and we just make sure that it looks good. I think that's a great idea. It will probably be just a generic design, maybe something we change later. I don't know if it's going to be with the terracotta blocks or just some concrete. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what I'm going to try and make. I wonder if we could do stuff with glass as well and put the glass behind it. That could be quite cool. There's no slimes here. So why are slimes sometimes spawning, but sometimes not. That's very weird. I'm getting off topic. I'm going to decorate this wall. Well, I'm going to sandstone off the wall. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to try and design something. Does that sound good? I think that sounds fantastic, marvelous, any other word apart from great. Who am I kidding? It sounds great. See you in a bit. So I've carved myself out a lovely little canvas. I have absolutely no concept of what's going to go on it, which is kind of daunting, to be honest. I just don't know how to begin. I do just want some really easy to make pattern, something that'll just give us an idea of what it's going to look like. I just really have no idea what. This also might not be big enough. That's the dead center, so we would still have a space there. So let's do that again. Where are we? We are purple and pink. Okay. Then if we put stone behind that, then fill it in with glass. I'll be back in a second. See? Told you it'd only take a second. I'm just making random patterns that just kind of fit with the color scheme. And obviously we've got the purple there, we've got the pink there. And then we switch it over and we kind of make a little pattern out of it. This could also be possibly glowstone. Actually, I'm going to do that right this second. I actually can't believe I remembered to switch to my pick there. How did I have these? I don't think it really matters. You do that. And then that would be mirrored exactly down there. Now again, I'm literally just cutting out blocks. I'm just making something. It's probably not going to stick like that. It's more just for the idea of will it be mirrored. And now I've got to remember how the devil you do this on the other side. I'm pretty sure I've got it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be really annoying. So I'm going to go do that, and we're going to come back up here. You're going to see it mirrored, and you're going to think I'm a genius. I mean, maybe not a genius, but how have... I take back everything that I've just said. I'll see you in a bit. And ta-da! See? Everyone who doubted me. That looks reflective AF. I don't know. I don't know either. Just, all right. I don't know. Yeah, that looks reflective. Imagine you're walking here. You can see that reflected in the floor. Apart from this bat needs to behave. I wonder if you can let him out. There's still no slimes, which is giving me a false sense of, I don't know, confidence, achievement, a false sense of something. Because I know for a fact they're going to appear and they're going to ruin my life. And it's going to make me really sad. I don't know why I switched to bread. Like, come on, slimes. Come on. Come on. I was sure that would work. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, this is just a standard pattern. Y'all know that by now. I just like to make colourful looking stuff. I didn't put glowstone in there. I hate myself. What am I doing? And how am I just noticing now? I'm a minute and 23 seconds into this clip and I've just not done it right. There's just no glass there and there's just no glowstone there. I'm walking around here like the cock of the walk just looking at it and it's so obvious. Idiot. 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 Still no slimes. Interesting. Aha! I knew you'd be here somewhere. Boy, have I not missed their slap. Right. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Look at that. For the first time ever. That's really reflective, isn't it? I'm an idiot, but overall, I'm happy with how that looks. That's what I might do for next episode. When we start up, we might have all the walls in just as sandstone and then have that blank canvas to work on. Plus, not having all the diorite, the granite, the gravel, dirt, iron, and all that kind of jazz will actually help give us the full reflective idea of what it looks like. I also can't remember if mobs can spawn on glass. I'm completely counting on the fact that they can't, but that could be setting myself up for failure. But what did we learn? I think that looks really good. That's what we learned. Yeah, it's a stupid design and it's probably going to come out next episode, but the concept is there and it works really well. To the surprise of absolutely no one, it's raining. Classic. I have completely ran out of time today. We've gotten a lot accomplished and I hope that I put enough on camera that today's episode was entertaining. All the roof is in, the bottom's in, the new void glass reflections in. We've got designs in mind. We've had a look at all the shiny terracotta. You've seen my new pixel art. I'm just hoping it's been enough that y'all have enjoyed your time here. I just said y'all, don't judge me. Sometimes my brain isn't going the same speed as my mouth and words just come out and then I regret them and it's a whole thing. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Everything's been kind of crazy recently. All the interaction. It's been great. Thank you so much. Please keep it up. As long as you're enjoying them, I'm going to keep making them. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every 3 days. We're managing to stick to it, and they're going well, and everybody seems to be enjoying it. So, I don't think I'm going to be changing anytime soon. Having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see everybody later.